What is going on, everybody? PHX here. Thank you for stopping by. And in today's video, we are going to talk about the Phase 2 countdown. I say that as I'm sitting here rubbing my eyes in my head because I'm trying to understand what the whole concept was about increasing the HP of the enemies, but nothing else. Now, I understand that this is in a PTS phase and everything is likely to change, which I really hope it does, because what you're about to see is a three-man going up against the whole countdown scenario. And it's legit. You know, we were all running. I was running the full gear set of Heartbreaker plus Opportunistic, the backpack, the setup. So for perfectly opportunistic, I was using the shotgun, the Scorpio, in order to provide 15% damage output to every other individual's items and everything like that from all damage sources. But so my whole thing with this is I love Countdown. I think it's a lot of fun. I love the setting. I love the backstory. Love the hunters. Love everything about it. What I don't like is that the fact that it's literally next to impossible to solo unless you're super good and you can avoid every specific piece of damage there is, including the hunters and all of the enemies. Now, when you're watching this, you'll see that there is a ton of elites in Countdown. The whole thing is just made up of maybe 80% elites, and maybe you'll have a veteran or a red bar here and there. But you can see where they change certain things to make it, I guess, quote unquote, challenging for an 8-man team. Now, again, we're doing this as a 3-man team. People kept trying to connect and reconnect, but I guess there's a lot of matchmaking issues. So unfortunately, we weren't really able to have a full, 8-man group, which is fine because overall, doing this as a 3-man team, it's not hard. It's pretty straightforward. You don't even need to communicate. You know exactly what you have to do. You can have somebody run, go get the buffs, and then you can have the other guys just take on the enemies and all the other individuals. But as you can see, just from the enemies themselves, they are a bit squishy. The elites are a bit squishy. It takes a little bit just to get their health down, and we are running the damage buff of out of 35 meters. So we are doing enough damage to them. My concern is actually for all the solo players, people that just want to hop on for 15 minutes, try and do Countdown. They're not going to be able to do it solo. You're going to be spending more time actually fighting against hunters than you are anything else. And with that, if with all of your debuffs starting off, you will need to go and get the buffs that give you that damage increase in order to have a fair shot at fighting the hunters themselves. I tried this solo so many times, and right now in Phase 2, it is not geared towards a solo player. They definitely, Phase 1, you could solo it. It was challenging, but you could definitely solo it if you had a very good build. Enemies were melting left and right. That was fine as a solo player. This one, if you're trying to do a solo, you are not going to be able to have that chance. You're not going to be able to have that availability to, go up against mobs of elites and then try your hand at doing the objectives as well. It's almost to say next to impossible. Now, is it probably possible? Sure, if you are an extremely stellar agent that knows exactly what to do, where to go, and how to maneuver around all of these NPCs and all of the elites, that if they choose to actually keep them in the game. Because again, this is only PTS Phase 2. Everything is likely to change, and that's fine, but I really do hope that it changes for the better. But as you can see, through for just doing a 3-man team, it's very good. It seems to be equal. If you had another player, you could definitely run this and get it done immediately. You wouldn't even need an 8-man team for something like this. When you think of 8-man teams, you think of something like the Raid. But even when I did the Discovery Raid solo, that was challenging, but it was a lot of fun because I was still able to complete it. There was a necessary challenge to it. So if they could actually take the difficulty of an actual 8-man raid on Discovery mode and throw it into countdown, I think that is kind of like the fine median between where everything needs to be and actually sit at with the difficulty spread, because I know that they are having trouble with the difficulty, trying to figure out a one type fits all. But at the same time, overall, you're not going to be able to do it solo unless you have a straight DPS build, are able to just fight these hunters without taking damage, and then going and taking on all the objectives that you can. Because at the end of the day, you're only going to be able to do 2 objectives, and you don't even know if you're going to be able to make it to the extraction point. Yeah, you'll get your loot and everything that does drop, which is fine. The loot, I think, is fair. The hunters drop their tiers of loot, and then you also have the other individual mobs inside that drop their tiers of loot as well. So loot isn't really a big issue. You're gonna get what you get out of it when you do play countdown, if you have like 15-30 minutes throughout the day or night, but as of right now, do not expect to do this solo. Do not expect to be able to hop in, quickly hop on, get into a countdown match by yourself if you really wanted to, and complete it, because it's next to impossible, especially with just the amount of elite mobs there are. So with this one, the next one we're taking on is the eliminate the hostiles at the cooling tower. It's pretty much straightforward. You eliminate all of the enemies that are in here, and then you've got your fair share of bosses. But look at the map. As you can see, it's nothing but elites. And that is kind of where I feel that's the unfair advantage. When the Phase 1 came out, you had a variety of different mobs. You had the trash mobs, you had the veterans, you had the elites, you even had a legendary mob come out, which was fine. I don't know why they removed that. That was a lot of fun, especially because it was just 2 rushers and then a grenadier dog. I have no idea why they decided to remove that. That actually provided a little flip or a twist throughout your objectives. So I really hope they actually add that back. I really do. But like just taking him down, 2 guys against each other, just trying to take him down, and it's I really do hope that they fix the difficulty issue. Again, I think that if they did a discovery mode difficulty, that was fair, because when I did the discovery mode for Dark Hours Raid by myself on solo, I was still able to maximize my efficiency of DPS. I was still able to hold out on my own, especially on the last boss fight. And yeah, it is discovery. It is supposed to be kind of easy, just trying to get your feet wet into the raid game. But at the same time, it still provided a challenge. And I made mention of that in my raid video, that, this was a lot of fun. We should have more content like this. So overall, I really feel like that if they added a discovery mode scenario to countdown, maybe tweaking it just a little bit, definitely not having elite mobs on mobs, because like as you can see, there's 1 veteran right there, but they don't come out until after like the first clear of elite mobs. I think that if they had that type of difficulty, that everyone would be happy. It would be challenging, it would be a lot of fun, and you wouldn't feel like you were just suffering when actually running the countdown mode. But other than that, guys, that is all I really have. I just wanted to give my thoughts on the new countdown on Phase 2. Again, I really love countdown. I love the idea of it, and I can't wait to see what they expand upon. But at the same time, something has got to give. I really, really feel like if they added a discovery mode difficulty, maybe tweaking it just a little bit, just above a notch, then it would satisfy every individual player that wants to do this either solo or with a team. But again, guys, that's all I have. I really hope it's taken into consideration. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. I'm gonna let the rest of it play out. That way you guys can just kind of watch the gameplay, see what a 3-man team can do. Had the pleasure of playing with Fam Gaming. Had a very good time with that. We had a very awesome run. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about the video. Let me know what you guys think just from what you're watching. Do you think they should keep the difficulty the way it is? Do you think they should add a discovery difficulty? Who knows? But definitely leave your comments down in the section below. If you enjoyed the video, definitely hit that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more Division 2 content. There's going to be a lot more Division 2 videos coming out over the next few days, all because of the PTS, and you're going to get a plethora of new information. But other than that, guys, that is all I have. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys around next time. Take care.
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Agent, you can access the waste area. Do me a favor and take a decontamination shower before you come back to base.
An agent has disconnected. An agent has gone offline.
Agent, you've reached the waste area. I need you to secure the radioactive material to override the lockdown protocols.
Follow all lockdown safety protocols.
We need to secure that tank and get it back into the sarcophagus. Those tanks.
Target detected.
secure. Now let's get you out of there. Move to the extraction point. Shoot off a flare so Torres knows you're ready to go.
Disrupted. Heavily armed hostiles detected. System forward. An agent has reconnected. An agent has disconnected. Serious trauma detected. Agent incapacitated. System curtailed. An agent is back online. An agent has gone offline.
Torres inbound on your location. Hold tight. She'll get you home.
System reactivated. An agent is
Agent down! Get out of there!
immediate medical assistance needed. Agent vital signs 0. An agent has disconnected. An agent is back online.
Let's get you home, Agent.
An agent has reconnected. An agent has disconnected. An agent is back online. What the shit? An agent has gone offline.
We got back up. Shit!
An agent needs assistance. An agent has disconnected.
You did a great thing today, Agent. We take electricity for granted, but without that plant, this entire region would have lost power. Thank you.
An agent has left your group.